Welcome to Gear Beast's Holiday Gift Ideas Show, which we are featuring 4 different cell phone accessories. So Gear Beast, in case you haven't heard about the company, they are based out of Boston, Massachusetts. It's 2 guys who have known each other since college, over 20 years, and they just dedicate themselves to bringing us the latest and greatest in cell phone accessories and making it really easy for us. One of the things that's very core to the company is making it easy for us to be hands-free. And so the items that we're going to talk about in this show, as I mentioned, 4 items. We have this kind of lanyard, this is what we're going to start with, that actually goes to full crossbody. Then we have a shorter lanyard coming up. We have a crossbody wallet slash handbag slash phone case. So we'll show you that in a minute if you want like a little bit of a combination. And lastly, we have a wristlet wallet for you, which is a stick-on that you can put on the back of your phone. So we're gonna go through all of them, but first I wanna start with this one. So I kind of teased it a little bit. As I mentioned, we have 4 items in this show, but we're gonna start with this lanyard because this is something I actually just used over the weekend. So what it is, you have your cage here, a silicone cage, and I'll show you how to install it in a minute. You just put it over the corners of your phone. It has a pocket in the back. So this is ideal for phones that have corner cameras. If your camera is right in the middle, then you may want to wait for another lanyard that we have coming up later if your camera's in the middle. But if you have cameras in the corner, then this lanyard's good for you. Then you have this crossbody nylon strap. And I say that because at its shortest, you can just wear it around your neck. And by the way, this is the camouflage. So at its shortest, you can wear it around your neck like this. It has a clip that you can just unclip if you want to put it on a different way, or you can put it over your neck. But what I love about this is that you can extend it all the way, and I have the exact dimensions here. It goes 17.5 to 31.5 inches, so you could extend it all the way and wear it as, I mean, it's so long, it hangs off the screen, wear it as a crossbody strap. Now, here's the thing. This past weekend, I used exactly this because I was holding my coffee, walking my dog, and pushing my cat in my stroller. Yes, my cat goes in the stroller, and I wanted to have my phone, but I needed to be hands-free because I had a million other things in my hands. So that's exactly where this comes in handy. Now, here's the thing. We have 10 colors. I have 6 here to show you, but as you add this to your cart, you'll see, and you'll see it right there at the bottom of your screen, you'll see that there are other color choices as well. So this color here is called the camo for camouflage. Then, let me just show you some other colors here. This one here, actually let's start with the black, because the black is the easiest one, right? So we have the black choice there. Then down below the black, we have what's called cherry blossoms, and that one has a black holder. Then we have hot pink, tropical lilies, which has a pink holder as well. And then we also have hearts, which has a pink holder. But as I mentioned online, there are extra choices. So there's also purple, sailor blue, and then there's starry night, which is Van Gogh's, the painting. It's that kind of motif on your lanyard. So this show is all about gifts, right? And we're thinking about, there's nothing easier or more affordable than cell phone accessories, and we all want to be hands-free. We all have our coffee. Even if I'm just home, I'm constantly wearing my lanyard because I'm carrying a million other things. So let me show you how you put this on the phone because this is the easiest part. And it's very, it works with most phones. I have a demonstration phone here of an iPhone 10, but if you have your Droids, your whatever Galaxies, all of that, you can expect it to work with that. The only thing is, again, because this has a pocket, if your camera is right in the middle of the phone, wait for the next item that we have. So here we go. All you do, because it's silicone, you don't have to pull very hard. Don't do that. You just put it over the 4 corners, just like that. I've got 2 of them on already. Now I'm gonna pull it over this 3rd corner, the 4th corner, and that's it. Now back here, of course, you have your pocket for, if it's 1 to 2 cards. So an access card to a building, a credit card, a little bit of cash, an ID for your work office, whatever it might be. You do have a lobster claw clasp here, which is rather large, and I'm a big fan of large lobster claw clasp because I don't wanna, fidget with the little tiny ones. So this is really easy. You can take your phone off of it if you want to. It's just a little loop, so you can do that. You can also add things to it if you want to add a mask, if you want to add, some other kind of ID card or something for your building, whatever it might be. You can add your keys. I would recommend adding it to the back though, so that you have the silicone here to protect your phone. And you have the lanyard strap. Now this is a really soft nylon. You don't have to worry about any metal pieces or anything like that getting caught in your hair. You know how sometimes the little snaps will get stuck on our clothes or our hair. Don't worry about that. You can wear your finest cashmere sweaters, your finest soft cardigans. This is not gonna snag on it, right? Because it's nice and soft and nylon. And then you have the option. What I like about this is that it's convertible. If I want it to be shorter so that I could wear it around my neck, perfect. I have that option, right? If I want to take it off over my neck, I can. If I have my hair in an amazing updo and I don't want to mess it up, awesome. I could just snap that right off like that. And what I like about this too is because it extends from 17.5 to 31.5 inches all the way. I mean, look at how far out that is. When I was wearing this weekend to walk my dog, I had a big puffer coat on, right? So I had my puffer coat, I was holding my coffee because I like to go for a walk with my coffee, and I wanted my phone because everything's got to be put on the gram. So like anytime my dog does anything, it goes on Instagram, it goes on Facebook. So I needed to have my phone with me, of course. And so I was able to wear my big puffer coat, hold my coffee, hold my keys, hold my dog with 2 hands, right? I had full control of him, all because I had my phone in my lanyard. And what I like about it is, say you want to take it off to do something else. Say you have a little wallet, you need to put in a little purse. It's so easy to take off. You don't need to commit to sticking something onto your case or anything like that. You just slide it right off. It could not be easier. Now, we do have 10 color choices. This color choice is the camouflage. And just to give you a close up here, you do have that big clip, which I'm a big fan of. And of course, you have enough room here to put a credit card, some cash, access card to a building, whatever you might need, and nice flexible silicone so that it fits over most phones. So this is the camouflage. We do have 10 colors, but I have 6 here to show you, so I just showed you 1. Let's go through the other 5. This is the black. It's black on black. Then you have a black phone. This is called cherry blossom. So you have a blue lanyard with little pink flowers and the black phone holder, or sorry, the black credit card type holder. In the center here, you have the hot pink, and that both the lanyard and the phone holder thing there is hot pink. Then here you have tropical lilies. Again, the lanyard here is blue, and then you have the pink flowers, a little pop of yellow there, and you have a pink credit card holder. And then down on the bottom, we have one called hearts, which, of course, it's hearts, right? We gotta stick with the theme. It's pink with little darker pink hearts, and then you have the pink holder. But as I mentioned, there are 10 colors of this all together. So online, you will see one called Starry Night, which is inspired by Van Gogh's famous painting. So if you know somebody who's like really into art, maybe they'll like that one. We also have a solid purple, which is really pretty. And the Sailor Blue is a really beautiful shade of blue. So if you're looking for some options, you can personalize it based on what people's hobbies are, based on what your hobbies are, but you can also add on to that. So I mentioned we have 4 items in this show. This is one. We're about to move on to the next item, but I just want to quickly show you one more time before we move on. So this is the only lanyard in the show that has a pocket in the back so that you can add some cash. You can add, credit cards, access cards. Very easy to put on your phone. You just put it over the 4 corners, loop it around. You don't need to pull hard or anything like that. Super easy. And what's different about this one, because the other lanyards in the show don't have this, what's different about this one is that this lanyard can go full cross body. So you can wear it around your neck short, and then if I wanted it to be longer, all I have to do is adjust my nylon lanyard here, and it could be longer. I could wear it cross body. And what's nice about this one as well is that to take it off, say I have, I don't know, it's caught in my coat or whatever it is, I don't have to worry about taking off my coat to then take this off. It has the little snap if I was wearing it under my coat. So that's something to think about. 10 colors to choose from here. And of course, everything in the show is an affordable price because we know you have those white elephant gifts coming up and you need to keep everything affordable. So let's move on to, if you have a camera in the middle of your phone, what do? So this is a different kind of lanyard here, and I'm just gonna switch this out. This is called the Universal Cell Phone Lanyard. And in this case, we have 3 colors, which I'll just show you here quickly. This is the purple, this is the clear, this is the black. And I'm just gonna take the purple, because of course it matches my outfit here. So I'm just gonna show you with the purple exactly how this works, because it's similar to the last one we just talked about, except that it doesn't have the pocket. And what I like about this one, I mentioned this lanyard is great if you have a phone that has a camera in the corners, right? So your iPhone 10s is a demonstration I have. Even with the 12s, I have a 12 here, and you'll notice that the strap here, you can adjust it. And what I've noticed is that even if a little bit of the silicone strap covers my cameras, because there's 3 cameras, my iPhone just goes to another one. And so it actually hasn't disrupted my camera at all. But okay, so if you have a camera that has a phone that has a camera in the middle, then maybe you would like this cage lanyard. So this one doesn't have a pocket. It's the same kind of method where you're just stretching the 4 corners silicone, and you're just putting it over your phone. So I actually like to put it reverse sometimes. That way when I pick up my phone, I could show the camera. So let me just show you that here. So all you do is put it over the 4 corners. You don't have to pull very hard. It's nice and easy, soft. And there you go. Now what's different about this one is that this lanyard, unlike the first one we had, this lanyard is not adjustable. So this lanyard is great for, again, just wearing it around the neck. You're talking about 17 inches here, so it's a nice long length. And then you just hold it around your neck. The other thing that's nice about this is that if you needed to, like the other lanyards, we're all about convenience here. So you do have that big lobster claw clasp here, which means that let's say I wanted to have a place to hold my mask, right? While I'm on the go, I'm walking the dog, whatever it might be, I could just clip it right on here. No big deal. So now I can just hold, or whatever it is, if you want to hold keys, a little wallet, any kind of extra access card, whatever it might be, it's super, super easy. And in this one, the colors are really simple. So this one's called purple. You can see that beautiful, vibrant color there. But we also have the black, and we have a clear, and both the black and the clear are gonna have black lanyards. The purple, of course, to match, has a purple lanyard. So those are the choices there. The other thing that's really nice about this one is that if your phone, and remember, we do have 4 items in this show. As we go on to the show, we're gonna talk about some that are like wallet / phone accessories, so we'll get there in a minute. But if we're starting with the lanyards first. And what's nice about this one is that if your phone has one of those little rings down at the bottom, I didn't stick it onto the phone, but just to demonstrate, you have one of those little rings or little kickstands that are already attached to your phone or your phone case. With this kind of lanyard, you can keep that in place and still use it, right? With this one, it's a little bit different, the first item in the show, because this has the pocket. So you do have that flexibility there. And I personally, I mean, if you have the ability to pick up more than one, I would do that, because I like to mix things up. Like, I like to, for Halloween, for example, I had the shorter lanyard as I went around with my nieces getting like candy, you know, at the corner, people had the little tables at the corners of the driveway. So I had the shorter lanyard. This weekend, now that I had my big puffer coat, I wanted something longer, so I wore the crossbody lanyard. And so what's nice about these is that it doesn't matter what you're using it for. For me, since I'm just stuck at home all day, it's for walking the dog and all of that. But if you're a nurse, if you're a teacher, if you're, you know, in an office, I remember working in an office and I would constantly have my phone on me, but I didn't want to schlep my big bag, right? So I would quickly just grab my phone, put my ID card in the back, or my money if I was going to quickly grab lunch, and I didn't want to take my big bag. So something like this is perfect for that. And we, again, have some more items in the show that I think you'll really enjoy. So just to review, because we do have 4 items in the show, this is the second one. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but these are pretty universal, right? So your Android phones, your Galaxies, your iPhones, I don't recommend it for flip phones if you still have that, but for any of the smartphones, the larger devices that look like this, 100% these lanyards are great. So this is called the purple, and remember this one is 17 inches here, and then we have the black and we have the clear. So 3 colors to choose from, and we do have 2 more items coming up, which I will get to in just a minute. And just to remember, with these silicone lanyards, including the first one, if you're interested in that as well, all it is to put it on is the little silicone holders, and you just put it over the edge. Could not be easier. Okay, so let's move on to item number 3. We have 4 items in the show. The first 2 were lanyards, but I want to give a little extra time for this 3rd item because it is a deep tour. So let me just show you how this works. Okay, so the 3rd item is right here. It's called the crossbody phone bag wallet with RFID protection. So what this is, you do have this adjustable strap here, you have a faux leather wallet, and it's crossbody. So this one is really nice for, I mean, a lot of these things you can kind of use in different ways. I know, although we haven't been on vacation in a while, but when I would go on cruises and things like that, I always wanted a smaller little bag that could just hold all my main little access things, my wallet, but I didn't want to take anything big. And so this is perfect for that. If you like a smaller bag that holds, that can really pack a punch and hold everything, you're gonna love this. So let's start with the full tour. First of all, you have gold hardware throughout. You have this crossbody strap, which the dimensions on this, it's 14 to 27 inches, the drop length. This length here is really perfect for me to wear as a crossbody. Now, when we go through the exterior, the main pocket here is for your cell phone, and you can hold, let me just show you some examples. I guess the iPhone 12 is probably one of the biggest phones right now. So it fits my iPhone 12, but of course it would fit the smaller ones, the 10s and all of that. So you have that pocket here on the outside. Then, and that has a magnetic snap closure, by the way. Then on the other side of that, you have a zippered pocket. The other thing I want you to know about all of the zippers in this wallet, see how nicely they glide, open and close, right? I know that seems like such a small thing to worry about, but how many times have you had a zipper get stuck on you and you can't open it? You're not gonna have to worry about that because these are high quality YKK zippers. Now inside, so on the outside here, you have one little zippered pocket. You can put, you know, little essentials in there. Inside, and I'll show you on the inside of the wallet a bigger example of this as well, but you have this nice satin polka dot lining in there, which is really nice. So that's the outside. Now, let's go to the inside because I mentioned this packs a huge punch and it holds so much. So look at this. You have a huge zipper here. You can hold something, actually you could really hold two phones if you wanted to because you can put one on the inside and one on the outside. This is like a nice crossbody bag. It holds so much. Then inside you do have 8 pockets, right? 8 pockets to put credit cards, insurance cards, ID cards, whatever it might be. You also have 2 zippered pockets in here. So if you have, you know, again, you want to hide some cash, you have some coupons, whatever it might be, that fits in there, zippered. Then behind the credit card slots, you have another little open slot. This holds so much. And then you have the big pocket. So, I mean, this again can hold cash, but honestly, this is so big, you could put a checkbook on one side and then, you know, some other stuff on the other side, or you could put your checkbook here in the front. It's large enough to hold a full length checkbook, so that's how big this is. And the only color option here is the only color that you could ever want, right? Black. It matches everything. And then you do have that gold tone hardware. The other thing I like about this is, so it's a crossbody bag, but if you needed to take it off, if you just wanted to use the wallet component of it for some reason, you can take off the little crossbody strap. These are removable. And the other thing you should know about this is that it does have RFID protection. So RFID protection protects your credit cards and things like that inside from electronic pickpocketing. So in theory, this is something that can happen, and you'll know if your credit cards have RFID because on the back you'll see it. It's got 3 little signals that look like the wireless signal, and so that'll tell you your credit card has RFID. And if it does, a lot of, all of the GearBeast wallets, and the second one that we have coming up in the show as well, do have RFID protection, so you can make sure that your credit cards in your wallets are protected. And then of course you also have the ability to just, in this case, hold a bunch in a very small space, right? So this is that crossbody bag that you could extend. This is a nice length for me. It hits right at the hip, but this extends from 14 to 27 inches. So if I wanted to, for some reason, wear it around my neck, I could. If I didn't want the strap, I could take that off. It's really easy to work with. And the other thing I want to show you, just to give you the full tour again, is that this pocket in the front is large enough for, I mean, I think the iPhone 12 is one of the bigger iPhones on the market right now. So you can just slide that right in. It has a snap closure, and thank you, Kristen. I think it is super cute as well. So you could just snap that right in. And then you have, and I know this isn't, you may not think about zippers, but one thing that you can tell when you go shopping for zippers in any situation, bags, coats, whatever it might be. If you are shopping and an item has a zipper, you want to make sure it's a high quality zipper. And one way to tell is by checking the glide on it. So see how easy this is to open and close. And by the way, making it even easier is the fact that you do have a little tassel here. These are like little details that we may not always think about, but it makes a big difference, because when you're trying to pay at the register or quickly grab something from your wallet, you don't want to be fussing with zippers and snaps and all of that. So this is all about convenience. You do have that zipper on the exterior, and on the other side you have your phone pocket. Then you have the larger zipper. Again, you have that little tab here, which makes it easy to open. You open that large zipper, and then inside are 8 credit card slots. So you have that. You have 2 zippered pockets. Again, they're called YKK zippers, if you know what that means, but basically it's a high quality zipper. And you can tell here, again, just how easy it glides. Then you have some little pockets here that you can slide right behind those credit card slots, and another big pocket. And so inside the pockets, what you'll find as well is this satin polyester lining, and this one has the polka dots, which I think is just really charming. And that's it. Then you just close it all up and you're ready to go. So just some examples. I do have, let me give you a look here of what an iPhone 10 might look like. So here's a look at that. Again, just to demonstrate that does fit with plenty of room, even if you had some kind of, this is an example of what's coming up next, an attachment on the back of your phone, like this kind of wallet, even something like that could fit in there as well, because look at the gusset on that. So you have a nice space here to put even some of the thicker wallets and some of the thinner wallets as well. Now, because this is a gift show and it's all about finding gifts that are really, really affordable, everything in this show is incredibly affordable. I think everything for a lot of us will fit with those white elephant kind of gift exchange price limits, right? So you have that. Of course, you have the free shipping because you're shopping here on Amazon, and it's all about variety. So I want to just quickly, before we move on to our last item, review some of the items that we already covered, because I think they're really cool. So this is the only one that mimics a handbag, right? I mean, honestly, this has more space in it than half the handbags I have. Definitely has more wallets in it. I mean, more card slots and zippers in it than anything. And what's nice is that if you want this to just be your wallet and not be a crossbody bag, you have the option to remove this and make this your wallet and put it in those larger bags. But I personally am a big fan of the crossbodies, because here at GearBeast, we're all about being hands-free, and so that's something I can accomplish with a crossbody. So we have this only item in the show that really mimics a handbag. Then let me just review here the first item we covered, which this is another universal lanyard. But what's nice about it, and universal meaning, you know, for most of the phones, covers most of the phones, the Androids, the Galaxies, the Google Pixel phone, whatever you might have, iPhones, of course. And so what's nice about this one is that it has the pocket here, and so that pocket is enough for you to put an ID card to access a building, a credit card, some cash, you know, whatever you might need to carry, and it has those little silicone loops. So this was the first item. The other thing that's really nice about this, if you're looking for something crossbody, maybe you want a little variety. You want that crossbody bag that we just covered, this one right here. And by the way, the only color is black. And maybe you want a lanyard with the crossbody option. This one is really nice because it goes from 17.5 to 31.5 inches, so I could wear it crossbody. And what's really nice about this, especially this time of year where we're wearing our pea coats, our puffer coats, and all of that, is that sometimes we have our lanyard on and then we put the coats on, right? And then now our lanyards are stuck under the coat. Well, not with this one, because it has this little buckle here, this little snap, and you just open that, and then now I could take it off without having to take off my coat if I had one on, right? So that's one of the options that we covered in this show. And another option is this cage lanyard, and this one works really well. Let me just show you. If your phone has, say, a camera that's not in the corner, it works well with the cameras on the corners as well, but let's say you have one in another place, or if your phone has one of the little rings down at the bottom, or the little sockets that, you know, those little stands, then this will match that because it's got a lot more space and you'll have room for that. And in this one, we just have 3 colors. So this is a lanyard that is at 17 inches. This is the purple color. We also have the black and clear. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of review because we have 4 items in this show. But now let's move on to our stick-on wristlet, which is this item right here. So in this one, let me just show you why this is so special. This is a wristlet that you could stick on right to the back of your phone. You do have that adjustable wristlet here, and it's got a snap magnetic closure. So in here, there's enough room for you to put 2 cards or a card and some cash, again, that access card to your apartment building, whatever it might be, and you have that magnetic closure. So it's a nice stick-on. You could put it on a case, like a case like this, like what I have, or you could put it directly on your phone if you'd like. Let me show you some of the color options. And by the way, this does have RFID protection. I'll talk about what that is again in a minute if you missed that. So let's go here. This one here is the black. Then we have the charcoal gray. We have navy. And just here, you have lavender and purple. Okay, so some color choices there for you. 5 color choices to choose from here. And all this is, let me just show you. So when you get this at home, you'll notice there's a big red sticker in the back. That's what you pull off and you stick it directly on your cell phone or your cell phone case. Again, a case like this, like what I have, a nice clear case. Mine has a little glitter. Doesn't matter what you have. You stick it right on, and then now you have your little wristlet. Now, I want to show you, I have a little card from when I was in Coney Island. So just to show you, you know, what this might fit. So you could put your little cards there, access card to your apartment building, your work office, school, whatever it might be, and you close it. It has a little, let's see if you can hear the snap. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's got a little magnetic closure. And what's nice about this is you have the 2-tone. So you have this pebbled faux leather here at the top and at the bottom, but notice you'll also see this stitching all throughout. Now that stitching is an indicator of quality, because I don't know if you've ever had a wallet kind of fray on you on the edges as you see the little strings and it starts coming apart. So the stitching is going to keep this together. But in addition to that, take a look at the edges. See how there's no open edges? It's all sealed shut. You don't have those little strings on the outside or anything like that. So that's one of those things that even though this is a small, affordable item, don't think that, you know, we're sacrificing quality here, because we're not. The other thing about this is that it does have the wristlet, and the wristlet here does have this little bead, a little slider, so you can slide it to fit even the smaller wrists, like the little kiddos in the house. If you want something like that, you can fit it longer. I mean, for somebody like me, I would just constantly be grabbing and going with this, so I don't need to shorten it. I never adjust it. The other thing that you should know about this is that it does have RFID protection. So I know I talked about this with this item here, because RFID protection is something that prevents electronic pickpocketing. So basically, if your cards, your credit cards, your bank cards, your debit cards have a little symbol on the back of the card that, or sometimes it could be in the front, that kind of looks like a wireless signal, that looks like your Wi-Fi signal, then that means your card has RFID. And theoretically, someone could just be walking on by and scan that RFID of the credit card. They use it a lot in stores as well for theft protection. You'll see clothing items that also have RFID, and it's because that way if somebody walks out with it, they know what's been taken. So RFID is something that if your cards have that, then you're gonna want RFID protection. And even if they don't have it, honestly, I just like the fact that GearBeast includes the RFID protection in so many of their products, because why not? I'll take the extra layer of protection, right? That seems great to me. So with this one, you do have that, and you do have, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you have the pebbled faux leather edges, and then in the center you have a fabric, so it's really nice and soft. You also have a thin profile, right? So this is still something that's going to fit in your pockets, and I just want to show you the choices. And I know I keep saying you, but it's not all about you. We are buying gifts in this show, so think about the teachers, think about the nurses, think about your brother, your sister. We have lanyards and things like that were earlier in the show, like camouflage, so you can shop, because of course whatever you're shopping in the show now, you get some little extra bonuses when you add that to your cart, which you'll see. So let me just show you what those items are. So right here, in terms of the colors, we have, for this is the RFID stick-on wristlet. So we have black here at the edge, we have charcoal gray, and we have navy. So if you're looking for that, I think when you look at this, it feels so executive, right? Doesn't it feel like something that's just so luxury and high-end? That's what I really like about this. And here you do have the lavender and the purple. If this looks like a light gray to you, it does feel very gray, but there is little pinky undertones in there. So just know when you get that home, that even though it's called lavender, and it might read a little bit gray on camera, it does have the pinky undertones. And again, just to give you a quick tour of what this is, so you have a red sticker in the back. You're gonna peel that off when you get it home. Stick it right on your phone, stick it on your phone case, open your little wallet, and in here you have enough room to fit 2 cards. Your access card, credit cards, cash, whatever you might need, ID card for school. Then you have the wristlet, which you can adjust. It does have a sliding bead here, so if you need to make it smaller or larger. You have that snap closure. You have the stitching all throughout the ends, and you know, even in the center. This is why I say, I mean, take a look at that. It really looks like something that's high end. You would never know that we're talking about something as affordable as it is right now. And you have the two-tone texture. You have that pebbled leather. Again, when I see pebbled leather, I think executive. And then here you have that fabric. So you have that. We have 5 color choices here, but because this is the end of our show, I want to review everything that we've covered because it's all about gifts and I want to make sure that you didn't miss anything. So this is the RFID wristlet in 5 color choices, which we have here. And I just showed those. The item we started the show with is a crossbody lanyard. And look at how long it is. Let me just shorten that up a little bit so I can show you. So we had 10 color choices in this. The one that I'm holding is the camouflage. We have pink, we have blue, we have gray, we have hearts, we have all different kinds of color choices. But what's nice about this is that it's a lanyard that goes from, you know, shorter, like 17 inches, and then all the way out to 31.5 inches, so you can wear it crossbody, even if you have those bigger puffy coats. And I posted on my Instagram over this weekend that I was wearing exactly that. I had a big puffer coat, I was holding my coffee and walking my dog, and I had my phone in my lanyard so that I didn't have to worry about dropping it, but still had easy access to it. And then in the back, you have enough room to, again, put a credit card, an access card to a building, little cash, something like that. And what's nice about these is that you can quickly, if you have different phones, if you have cases that you like switching it out, accessorizing, you can quickly just take this off and put it on whatever kind of phone. It's very easy to put on and off. The install's super easy. So you have that version, but then if you have a ring or something like that, and by ring, I mean something like this, on the back of your phone, with this kind of cage, which was the second item, you can still use this and your little ring, or you know, sometimes there's little like round stands that we put in the back of the phone. So this is the other option. Now this one, unlike the first one, it doesn't have a pocket and it doesn't have an adjustable lanyard. This is 17 inches, so a little bit shorter. It's perfect for sitting around the neck. But because you have this open cage here, again, you can have your ring, you can have your little stands in the back, and just like the first one, super easy. You just pull this over the edges to put it on your phone. And we have 3 colors in this one. This is the purple. We also have clear and black. And then the third item that you may have missed is this crossbody bag. You have this black faux leather with the gold tone hardware. And what's nice about this, aside from the fact that, of course, you can fit your phone, any phone. Let me get I have the iPhone 12, so it's one of the largest on the market now, so it fits the bigger ones. It certainly fits the smaller ones as well. So you have that, but what's nice about this is that it really does replace your wallet if you want to carry, you know, just small bags. You don't want to carry a lot on you. This is perfect, and it could be your wallet. So you have a zipper on the outside, but you have these straps, which are removable. So it could go short, it could go long, like a crossbody style. And then on the inside, just look at how much storage this has. So you open that big zipper. It's honestly, it's big enough where, pardon that it's still on the lanyard, but I could put another phone in here. I mean, look at how big that is. And you can fit your big checkbook. It's got 8 card slots, 2 zippered little pockets in here for change, for, you know, the coupons that you don't want to lose, whatever it might be. You have some extra space back here. I mean, honestly, there's so much space in this wallet. There's more space in this wallet than I currently have in the one that I have. Like, I wouldn't know how to fill it. There's just so much. And that's why it really could replace your bag, replace your wallet. And then back here, you have and this satin lining is throughout, but you have another big pocket to fit that big checkbook, or whatever. I mean, you could even put a little notepad in here. Like, this really does replace your wallet, replace your bag. So these were the 4 items. This crossbody bag, this shorter cage lanyard, this crossbody lanyard with the pocket, and lastly, this wristlet with the RFID protection, and that one is a stick-on wallet that you put right on the back of your phone. So 4 items. I hope I've helped you check off, you know, those last little gifts on your holiday gift list. And feel free to also browse around the other items that GearBeast has, because we have a ton. And one thing I can promise you is you're gonna have a hard time deciding because there's so many choices. But I'm a big fan, and so I hope that at least we helped you pick some gifts out for yourself, or, you know, for other people as well. Happy holidays.